Today, we begin the story of David, a young shepherd from Bethlehem, whom God chose for a purpose far greater than anyone around him could see. His journey starts quietly, far from the throne, and long before he ever faced a giant. The prophet Samuel was sent by God to the house of Jesse in Bethlehem. Saul was still king, but God had rejected him because he had not obeyed his word. Samuel came to Jesse and asked to see his sons. One by one, Jesse's older sons were presented. They looked strong, capable, and impressive. But the Lord told Samuel that he does not look at outward appearance, he looks at the heart. When all the older sons had passed before him, Samuel asked if there was anyone else. Jesse said there was still the youngest, David, who was out tending the sheep. David was brought in from the fields, and the Lord said to Samuel, "This is the one." Samuel anointed David, and from that moment, the Spirit of the Lord came upon him. Not long after this, Saul began to be troubled by a distressing spirit. His servants suggested finding someone who could play the harp to bring him relief. David's name was mentioned because he was known for playing skillfully. He was brought into Saul's court, and whenever he played, Saul found rest. David also became one of Saul's armor-bearers. At that time, the Philistines gathered for war against Israel. Their champion, Goliath of Gath, came out daily to challenge anyone from Israel to fight him. For 40 days, morning and evening, he stood before Israel and defied them. No one stepped forward. Jesse sent David to the battlefield to bring food to his brothers and check on them. When David arrived, he heard Goliath's challenge. He saw that Israel's soldiers were afraid, and he asked why no one would stand to defend the honor of God's people. David was brought to Saul. Saul questioned his ability to face the giant, but David explained that the Lord had delivered him before from the paw of the lion and the bear while protecting his father's sheep. David believed the Lord would deliver him again. Saul told him to go, and the Lord be with him. David refused Saul's armor because he had not tested it. Instead, he took his staff, his sling, and 5 smooth stones from a brook. David approached Goliath. The giant mocked him, but David responded that the battle belonged to the Lord. David placed a stone in his sling and ran toward Goliath. He struck him on the forehead, and the giant fell to the ground. David overcame him with the sling and stone. When the Philistines saw their champion falling, they fled. Israel pursued them and won a great victory. After the victory, David was brought before Saul. The people honored him, and his reputation began to grow. This moment marked the beginning of David's rise, not because of his strength or experience, but because he trusted in the Lord. This victory also set the stage for everything that would follow. David's years of trials, his deep friendship with Jonathan, his time as a fugitive, and eventually, his path to the throne. This is where David's journey begins. Chosen by God, strengthened by the Lord, and guided by faith. In the next episode, we will see how David's growing success leads to tension, jealousy, and danger within the house of Saul.